Alright, my most recent Pokemon video has become my most successful video that's completely unrelated to Blue Lock, and I'm really grateful for all the love it's been receiving, especially since there are other trainers in the Pokemon anime I want to go over. Starting off with the topic of today's video, Trip, Ash's rival from Unova Series. So what I'm going to do is, instead of going over one battle like I did with Paul, I'm going to go over all of Trip's most important appearances in the series, and since there are a lot of episodes to cover, y'all better strap on in for a long one, because it's about to be a doozy. We start off at the very first episode of the Black and White series. There's a bunch of yada yada in the beginning of the episode that doesn't really matter. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, Oak, I see you. Got the whip with the top down, all nice and ready for them. And you're out here looking fresh and clean for the honeys. Don't do it to them, Oak. They ain't ready for all that action. Anyway, it isn't until halfway into the episode we're officially introduced to Trip, who's on his way to get his starter Pokemon from Professor Juniper. Along the way, Trip also meets Ash and learns that he's from the Kanto region, or the boonies as he likes to call it. Racist ass motherfucker. He then picks Snivy as a starter, since the two of them already have so much in common, having an undeserved amount of confidence in themselves. Trip leaves the lab and Ash chases after him. Trip, discovering that Ash has a Pikachu, challenges him to a battle, which goes a little something like this. Ash is allowed to have the first move, and he tells Pikachu to use Quick Attack, and Pikachu lets Snivy know that it's YAM time! Snivy attempts to use Tackle, but Pikachu is able to dodge it, and it was so nice he had to do it twice. Ash tries to end this battle with a Thunderbolt, but the move fails. Is my guy having performance issues? Ash tries to use Thunderbolt again, and it fails again. He then tries to use Volt Tackle, and my man is moving like he's at 1 HP. Got the Gatorade symbol over his head and everything. After failing to use an electric type move 3 times in a row, Trip starts to talk the most shit.
Okay, is this some kind of strategy? Calling moves that you can't even use?
Man, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear from you. This guy literally defeated Latios like 2 weeks ago. Ash finally decides to try something different and says screw the electric type moves, opting for an Iron Tail instead, which actually works. Unfortunately, Trip has peeked into the Dragon Skull and has already added that 5th move to his bag. You know the one.
Dodge it!
Yeah, I can't even lie. Trip might just understand it now. Trip has his Snivy pop its ult and use Leaf Tornado. And this is how the quote-unquote Pokemon GOAT goes out, losing to a level 5 Snivy. Embarrassing! After the battle, Trip leaves Ash with some parting advice.
I think you two had better start over with the basics.
Ooh, I swear to God, this dude's about to piss me off! Shut up! Ash heads back to Professor Juniper and discovers that Pikachu couldn't use electric type moves because he was overcharged from attack by Zekrom early in the episode. It's a long story and is honestly a insanely stupid writing decision just to make sure that Trip beats Ash in their first battle. But this does mean that his first victory against Ash was Mickey Mouse as hell. Trip's next appearance comes from episode 10, where he battles Ash in a 5v5 format. Now, before we get into this battle, you might be asking yourself, why are they only using 5 Pokemon instead of competing in a full 6v6 battle? Well, that's because this bozo only has 5 Pokemon at the moment. I swear this season was Ash at his worst. Shit was called Best Wishes, well I wish it never existed. Trip leads off the battle with a Tranquil, which is essentially Universe's natural bird, so it makes sense he has one. Ash, on the other hand, sends out the Oshawott he got from Professor Juniper. The battle starts off with Ash having Oshawott use Water Gun, where Tranquil is able to dodge before using Aerial Ace. Nah, you need to send that thing back to Professor Juniper. The battle just started, and it's already fainted? The next Pokemon Ash sends out is Tepig. And bro, you have the rat right there. He's right there. He's right there. Send out the rat. Ash has Tepig use Ember multiple times and then misses every single one of them. What are you aiming at? Trip, on the other hand, has Tranquil use Double Team and Work Up before using Aerial Ace a second time. Yep, GG's. It's fucking GG's, man. That's all I had to see. Can you get a real Pokemon out for this battle now?
Pikachu, what do you say we show him some real strength?
Yes! Thank you so fucking much, Ash. That's why I love you, King. Now, let's get it. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt, but Tranquil dodges it before using Woke Up and Aerial Ace again. Luckily, this is Pikachu we're talking about, so of course, he's still standing. Trip has Tranquil use Aerial Ace a 4th time, and I swear, this dude's battling tactics are about put me to sleep. Ash tells Pikachu to grab onto Tranquil, and you see, these are the type of nonsense plays I expect from the anime. This boy don't know nothing about this yet. Pikachu throws Tranquil like he's a used up piece of tissue before using Volt Tackle. Trip tries to have Tranquil dodge again, but Pikachu lets him know.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Now that this overgrown pigeon is finally dealt with, the next Pokemon Trip sends out is Sylvine. And let's see how he deals with the GOAT now that he has his electric type moves back. Pikachu uses Iron Tail, while Sylvine uses Cut, causing 2 moves to clash. Sylvine then uses Leaf Tornado, landing a direct hit, but Pikachu still refuses to go down. Pikachu uses Volt Tackle, and Sylvine uses another Cut. The 2 moves collide, and Sylvine knocks Pikachu out? The next Pokemon Ash sends out is Snivy. Snivy uses Vine Whip and Leaf Blade, which both miss. Trip uses Leaf Tornado again, and I swear, this dude is that one guy who always finds that one broken ass move and spams it as much as possible. Ash has Snivy use Vine Whip again, and then attract, causing Sylvine to become immobilized. Snivy then uses Vine Whip another time, and the amount of sex jokes I'm fighting not to make at the moment. Let's just say there's a reason Sylvine likes getting hit by Vine Whip. Vine Whip. Oh fuck it, it's because Sylvine likes being punished like a good little boy. Snivy uses Leaf Blade one more time, knocking out Sylvine, and Trip sends out his last Pokemon, Frillich. And yes, you heard me correctly. I did say last Pokemon, because spoiler alert, not only does Ash lose here, but he's only able to knock out 2 Pokemon. I fucking hate this season. Ash switches to Pidove and has to use Air Cutter, but Frillich uses Protect to avoid the damage. Frillich then uses Water Pulse, knocking out Pidove. Okay, this is getting embarrassing now. Ash switches back to Snivy and has to use Vine Whip, which is able to hit Frillich. But due to his cursed body ability, Vine Whip is now disabled. Snivy then tries Leaf Storm, but Frillich uses Protect before getting off a Nightshade. Snivy uses Leaf Storm again, which hits this time. Snivy then tries to hit another attack, but Frillich ain't no simp and is able to dodge it. Ash tries to finish the battle off with a Leaf Blade, but Frillich eats that move like it's leftovers from dinner before using Water Pulse, which confuses Snivy. Then Frillich uses Hex, putting an end to this miserable battle. The next time Trip appears is in episode 22, but this is somewhat of a filler episode, so I'm just going to skip over it and go over episode 31 instead, which features his 3rd battle against Ash, and is literally titled Ash and Trip's 3rd Battle. Good job, writing team. How long did it take you to come up with that title? I'm actually going to hold off on the battle for 1 second because we've got to talk about what Trip does to Iris in this episode before he decides to battle Ash. Trip discovers that Iris is from the Village of the Dragons, and because he's never met anyone from this village, he starts taking pictures of her without her consent. Bro, this entire video, I could have been showcasing all the times you have made a sly, sometimes racist, pot shot towards Ash, but I've been letting them slide for the sake of my runtime. But this? Oh, I'm going to have to speak on this bullshit. Now, I know some of y'all might be confused about why this moment upsets me, so I'm going to explain it to y'all as best I can. Iris is a human being, not a fucking museum attraction. This dude acting like those Japanese people who take pictures of black tourists without their consent. This dude acting like those people at cons who take pictures of cosplayers without their consent. And as someone who is black and a cosplayer, I'm not letting him get away with this. So, from now on, he's going to be getting the Yukimiya treatment. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means I'm going to be having a lot of fun for the rest of the video. Back to the battle, which is a 3-on-3 that uses a best of 3 format. Basically, when a Pokemon is knocked out, both trainers must then use a different Pokemon, and whoever gets 2 knockouts is the winner. Trip starts off the battle by sending out Servine, while Ash sends out Snivy. And I think there's a part of Servine that is hoping their battle ends up the same way it did last time, if you know what I mean. Ash starts off with Leaf Storm, while Trip uses Leaf Tornado, and despite the difference in power, both moves are actually evenly matched when they collide. Servine then uses Cut, but Snivy is able to dodge it before using Attract, which Servine is able to counter with another Leaf Tornado. The battle ends with Trip using Cut, while Ash uses Leaf Blade. This time when the moves collide, his Servine is able to come out on top, knocking Snivy out. The next Pokemon that are sent out is Oshawott by Ash and Timburr by Trip. And let me just read the Pokédex entry for Timburr out loud for y'all. Timburr, the muscular Pokemon. These Pokemon appear at building sites and help out with construction. Construction you say? Kinda like constructing a wall around Unova. Yeah, this dude is never beating the racist allegations now. The battle starts, and is Oshawott trying to sub out? That is not how this works, little man. Now get back in there and get this dub. Oshawott uses Aqua Jet, and Timburr uses Strength, but Oshawott completely whiffs his attack. Oshawott uses Aqua Jet a second time, and oh my god, this shit is sad. What is you doing, little bro? You're making Timburr feel bad for you, man. Stop! The two of them take a small break because Trip took a picture of Oshawott while using Aqua Jet and discovered that his eyes were closed while using the move. Y'all really couldn't let Ash figure this out on his own? Y'all really had to let this shit be figured out by the Paul Cone. I'm sorry, I gotta get this off my chest. I've been holding this shit in since the beginning. Trip's character design literally looks like a one-to-one copy of Paul. They even look like they go to the same barber. The battle resumes with Oshawott using Razor Shell and Timburr countering with a low kick. Oshawott then uses Water Gun, and Timburr counters again with Strength. Timburr uses Dynamic Punch, and this time Oshawott counters with a Razor Shell, knocking Timburr and his wall down. Thank God. Now the two are tied with 1 win apiece. Ash sends out Tepig, and Trip sends out Vanillite. Let's fucking go, we got the type advantage. Tepig uses Flame Charge, while Vanillite uses Ice Beam. The two moves collide, but Tepig is able to overpower Vanillite and hit him with Flame Charge. Vanillite uses Icicle Spear and gets some good chip damage in. Tepig uses Ember and is able to get some more damage in, but Vanillite is still standing. Vanillite uses Ice Charge, which leads to another direct hit. Tepig then uses Flame Charge again, and Vanillite uses Blizzard, leading to a double knockout and the battle ending in a draw. Okay, I guess I can take a draw for now, but I need to see someone put this dude into the dirt after this shit, which is exactly what happens in his next 2 battles. Trip later appears in episode 40, and at this point in the series, both Ash and Trip have made it to the boss of town and have each entered the club battle, which is basically one of those minor tournaments that Ash typically competes in before the official league tournament. This tournament features 16 competitors, and each round is a 1v1 battle. And in the first round, Trip battles against Silent, one of the gym leaders of the very first gym. So it would be pretty embarrassing to lose to the first gym leader this far into the series, right? Silent sends out Double, and Trip sends out his Gerda. I ain't even gonna say anything. Y'all already know what's up. Double uses X Scissor, but Gerda's able to dodge the move. Double then uses Slash, and Gerda uses a Steel Beam to counter. By the way, that wasn't a move. It just did that. Gerda uses Rock Smash, getting the first hit of the battle. Gerda uses Rock Smash again, but Double is able to dodge the attack this time. And then Gerda uses Stone Edge, getting some more chip damage in. After this, there's a break in the match so Silent can have his evaluating time. This is a real thing that the show apparently has time for. It's so fucking stupid, it's so fucking stupid, it's so fucking stupid. Gerda then attacks with a barrage of dynamic punches, and Double is able to dodge all of them. Trip then commands Gerda to get up close and attack. Motherfucker, what move? Double then uses Shell Smash, and then uses Rock Slide, trapping Gerda. Finally, Double uses Slash, knocking out Gerda and knocking out Trip in the very first round. Now, What happened after his loss? He left. He told Ash that there was no reason to stick around since he wouldn't learn anything from watching the rest of the matches. And then just left. Sounds to me like someone's a sore loser. We see Trip again in episode 52, but I promise y'all, nothing interesting happens in that episode. I promise y'all. Please, don't make me cover more episodes than I have to. I beg of you. I am on my hands and knees right now. I can't take any more of these episodes. After that, the next time we see him is in episode 71, where he's competing in the Club Explosion tournament along with Ash. And much like the club battle, the Club Explosion is a 16 competitive tournament where each round is a 1v1. And this time, Trip is facing off against Bianca in the first round. And if y'all need to know anything about Bianca, it's that this girl gives Cameron a run for his money when it comes to brain dead Pokemon characters. And let me just remind y'all, Cameron's the guy that only brought 5 Pokemon to a full battle because he thought a full battle was a 5v5 and not a 6v6. So, losing someone who can compare to that dude when it comes to a lack of brain cells should warrant the person retiring from Pokemon battling. For this battle, Bianca has her Ember out, and Trip has his Conkeldurr out. This dude really likes that Pokemon. I wonder why. Ember uses Arm Thrust, and Conkeldurr blocks it with his Concrete Pillars. Next, Ember uses Hammer Arm, but that move is also blocked. Ember then uses Flamethrower, but that move gets blocked as well. And y'all see what I'm talking about. Nobody should ever lose to Bianca. This is backless battling right here. Conkeldurr uses Bulk Up, then uses Strength, dealing huge damage to Ember. Conkeldurr then uses Rock Tomb, trapping Ember. Ember tries to use Arm Thrust to escape, but it's to no avail, and Trip uses Stone Edge to finish off the battle.
I didn't hear no bell.
This mad man grabbed the rocks from Stone Edge and then started throwing them. He started throwing them at Conkeldurr. He then takes Conkeldurr's pillars and flings it at him. He basically snatched his chain. He snatched his chain and then flung it at him, landing a critical hit and giving Trip another first round exit in another tournament.
This will be the perfect easy warm-up.
You serious?
Yeah, pack it up, man. This is an insane loss. If not, at least get rid of this damn thing. It has an 0-for-3 record, and it makes you look like a racist. The next time we see Trip is in this Junior Cup tournament, where the winner gets a chance to face off against Alder, the champion of Unova. This tournament is another 1v1 featuring 16 competitors. I'm sorry, where's the creativity? Last season, we had a doubles tournament. We had Pokemon contests. Hell, there was even a ping pong tournament. A ping pong tournament! Does anyone else remember this? Or do I sound insane right now? To the tournament itself, and as much as I hate to say it, Trip fucking kills it. He runs through most of the competitors like they're nothing. Like, he was really trying to make people forget that he lost to Bianca with this performance. But I ain't never forgetting that loss. This image is burnt into my brain now. His first match is against an NPC named Burgundy. Burgundy sends out Darmanitan, and Trip sends out his Superior. Superior uses Leer to lower Darmanitan's defense, and then uses Solar Beam, knocking out Darmanitan in one hit. Trip then faces off against Manning and his Heatmore, achieving a quick victory with another Solar Beam.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
This allows him to move on to the semifinals, where he'll be facing Silent and his Crusher. By the way, after his victory against Manning, Trip had an interesting interaction with Cynthia, where he thought this to himself at the end of it.
You too, because once I beat Alder, you're next.
Can someone remind this kid what happened the last time one of Ash's rival challenged Cynthia to a battle? In his battle against Silent, Superior uses Leer against Crusher, but the move fails. Superior then uses Solar Beam, but Crusher is able to endure the attack. Crusher then uses X Scissor and Rock Slide, but Superior manages to dodge both attacks before winning the battle with Frenzy Plant, moving Trip to the final round where he'll be facing off against Ash and his Pick Knight. Okay, Ash has the type advantage here, so let's see what he does with it.
Let's win this quick with tackle!
Yeah, don't ever do that dumb shit again. Pick Knight then uses Flamethrower. Thank you, Ash. But Superior dodges the attack. Pick Knight then uses Flame Charge, but Superior is able to dodge that as well. Superior then uses Solar Beam, but Pick Knight dodges! Superior then uses Dragon Tail. And honestly, it's very hard for me to tell if Pick Knight got hit here or not, so you guys let me know in the comments down below. Pick Knight then tries to go for Flame Charge, which Superior is able to dodge. He then uses Tackle. Yeah, don't ever do that dumb shit again. Yeah, he did that dumb shit again. He then uses Flamethrower, but Superior manages to dodge a third time. Did this dude have Ultra Instinct or something? Superior uses Leer and another Dragon Tail, but Pick Knight manages to dodge both moves. Pick Knight then uses Flame Charge a third time, and Superior is able to dodge it a third time as well. Superior uses Leer again, but Pick Knight dodges by jumping in the air. Superior is able to use this vulnerable position that Pick Knight is in and land a big hit with Solar Beam. Ash knows that if he wants to beat Trip, he only has one shot now, and commands Pick Knight to use Fire Pledge, a move that completely surrounds Superior. He has nowhere to go. There's no way he dodges this.
Sir!
What the fuck was that shit? Superior then finished the battle with a Frenzy Plant. Now all that's left is for Trip to face Alder and his Bouffalant. The battle begins with Superior using Solar Beam, but Bouffalant is able to dispel the attack with his Sap Sipper ability, boosting his attack in the process. Superior then uses Dragon Tail, but Bouffalant is completely unfazed by the attack. Superior then uses Leer and a second Dragon Tail, but Bouffalant still seems to be undamaged despite the defense drop. Bouffalant then proceeds to use Head Charge, knocking out Superior in one hit. Huh, where have I seen one of Ash's rivals getting their Pokemon one-shotted by a champion? Trip's final appearance comes in the Unova League Championship, where he's paired up against Ash in the first round of the tournament in a 1v1 battle. That's right, everyone. They had Ash face off against his main rival of the season in the first round of the most important tournament of the season in a 1v1 battle. God, have I mentioned how much I hate this season? Ash sends out Pikachu and Trip sends out Superior. And oh, I see what they're doing here. It's a callback to their first battle. Still doesn't justify their decision, but whatever. The battle starts off very similar to their previous battle in the Junior Cup tournament. Pikachu uses Quick Attack, but Superior dodges it. Pikachu uses Iron Tail, and Superior dodges that as well. Then Pikachu uses Electro Ball, and Superior dodges again. I'm telling y'all, this Mon knows Ultra Instinct. Superior uses Dragon Tail, knocking Pikachu down. Pikachu manages to get up from this attack, but Superior proceeds to hit Pikachu with an Energy Ball. Superior then unleashes a barrage of Dragon Tails, and while Pikachu is able to dodge most of them, he still suffers a massive hit. Superior proceeds to trap Pikachu using the move Wrap, squeezing Pikachu with his tail. Pikachu tries to use Thunderbolt, but Superior sticks his tail into the field, causing it to absorb the Thunderbolt attack instead. Hold up. Did Trip just use a nonsense Pokemon command? Okay, we might be in a little trouble here. Pikachu eventually passes out from being squeezed by Wrap. Superior attempts to slam Pikachu on the ground, but Pikachu manages to regain his consciousness before he uses Iron Tail to cushion his fall, freeing him of Wrap in the process. Pikachu uses another Iron Tail, but Superior is able to overpower him with Dragon Tail. Ash then tells Pikachu to use a combination of Iron Tail and Electric Ball, while Trip has Superior use Dragon Tail again, And once the smoke clears, Superior is the one that has fainted, bringing Trip's league run, his journey to Unova, and this video to an end. Ash and Trip shake hands, and Ash moves on to suffer one of the most disrespectful losses in his career to one of the dumbest trainers I have ever seen. But that's a battle I am never going to talk about. Hey guys, AniMage here. Just to remind y'all that if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below, as well as hitting that subscribe button when post notifications turn on, so you never miss any of my future videos. If you guys want to see more Pokemon videos like this, leave a comment down below letting me know the next trainer anime you want me to go over. Just please, don't pick anyone from Unova. I don't think I could survive another episode featuring this region.